Hello, welcome to Ramblings of an Old Broad. I really didn't come on here with a specific thing to talk about, but in the news, Muskrat, Muskrat has left the building. So he's decided to step back from the government. I think part of it is he's mad because he feels that he went to all the trouble of destroying the government, and now the orange one is putting in a bill that's going to bring all this debt, which I guess he really thought that the orange one was really trying to suppress the debt. No. Well, he's fired all the federal workers. He's done all this stuff. He has gotten rid of 2 investigations that were against him, so there's that. So at least Muskrat is out. I don't know what that means, but I hope it means he's not going to dabble in Social Security and he's not going to dabble in the elections. But, this bill that's going through, the one that's already passed the House and that is sitting in the Senate, gives the president the authority to ignore the Supreme Court. Our federal courts will have no way to enforce these attempts to stop him. So they'll have no power. He will be able to override elections. So he'll be able to do something about elections, which I knew that was coming all along. I knew he wasn't going to give us a chance to get out there and vote him out. That's not what he had in mind. Also, I learned, I don't think I'm quite savvy enough to read the whole bill, but I did learn that the Medicaid cuts would not go into effect until 2029. Now, the slippery part of that is the Republicans will go, oh, we're in a Democratic state now, so it's the Democrats' fault. Just like they did the last time he was president. They blamed everything he did on Biden. Well, by doing this, if the Democrats got back in, they could say, oh, all this mess belongs to the Democrats, when it was their bill that destroyed us. Because once that Medicaid stops, and once Medicare stops, and I'm not sure it's 2029 for the Medicare, I think it's the end of the year, there will be so many people without food, without insurance, that it will collapse the rest of whatever we have left as a government, because it will collapse the hospitals. People will be going into the hospital to be seen through the emergency room because they have no insurance, and all those bills will be run up, and the hospital will go into debt and will have no choice but to close. So that's what's ahead of us. Any way you look at it, this bill cannot go through. Now, I'm going to say something kind of radical here, but this man has taken so many bribes. I know they're out in the open, but they're bribes. He took bribes from these criminals to let them loose by paying him $1 million at his dinners. So these people that not only got away with not serving their terms, also got away with not paying restitution to the victims. He has this criminal enterprise that he's building. And if you don't think that he is, you're missing the boat. It's a criminal enterprise. These criminals that he's letting loose and their families are going to be all behind the orange one. It's his militia. Now, what I'm saying here is something radical has to be done. I just don't know that there's anybody in our government that has the balls to step up and do what's right. Take our military and go in there and remove him and all of his people from office. And then all the Republicans that went along with him should be brought up on charges of treason. Because that's what they're doing. They're committing treason. They're committing treason to our Constitution. Forget about what they're doing to the people. They're not following our Constitution, and that is treason. I know I'm old, and maybe I am thinking too far outside of the box. But what else is there to do? Because otherwise, what's left of our government, and there's very little, will be gone. So even if another party, an independent, a Democrat, I don't care, came in and tried to clean it up, would it take another 250 years? Because that's what he's destroyed. 250 years of building up our government. And he's done it in 4 months. He's destroyed 250 years of building in 4 months. He and the muskrat burnt it to the ground. And now they're doing the same thing to the Constitution. I love you all, and I'm afraid for you all. I'm afraid for the younger people than I am those of us, because what kind of world are you going to have? What kind of world is going to be left? I love you all. Have a good day.